Hey, welcome back. We've got a quick Blu-ray review of the new release from Kino Lorber, which is the first time remastered version of The Emerald Forest, which is a John Boorman film from 1985. If you're not familiar with the name John Boorman, he is the director of such classics as Deliverance and Hell in the Pacific, to a lesser degree Excalibur and Beyond Rangoon, and then also some terrible films like The Exorcist 2, The Heretic, one of the worst films ever made. So he's had a mixed career, but this film here, The Emerald Forest, would be more towards the classics. Probably my third favourite from Boorman, behind Deliverance and Hell in the Pacific. And it is the story of the son of an engineer working in South America on the edge of the rainforest, and the son goes missing and is taken by tribespeople, and the engineer spends 10 years of his life searching for him. It's based on, loosely based on a couple of different true stories of this sort of thing happening, and it kind of shoehorns a little adventure plot in there that probably is unneeded, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So it's beautifully photographed in some wonderful forest locations, and Powers Booth plays the father, and John Boorman's son Charlie Boorman does an excellent job as the son. I believe it was C. Thomas Howell was originally supposed to play, but scheduling conflicts left them without an actor to play the son, and in stepped the director's son. The first half of the film is probably the more interesting part, with a more grounded look at the ecological plight of the white man cutting down the rainforest and encroaching on the tribal people's space, the tribal people taking this boy and this engineer looking for him. I wish they would have fleshed out more of the impact on the family, and made the whole film just about the search for the boy. Not to say that the second half of the film isn't good, it's just not as good as the ideas in the first half. It's more of a as I said before, a shoehorned adventure plot, which is well done for what it is, but it's kind of feels like two different movie ideas put into one, but still an enjoyable watch. Now, the picture quality is good as far as color reproduction. It looks very vibrant, the greens in the forest, beautiful scenery captured very nicely. There is speckle damage and line damage from time to time, but it's not really a big deal, but it is fairly constant throughout the film. The nighttime scenes don't fare as well, they do look a lot noisier, but the daytime scenes look quite spectacular at times. The audio is good. It's just a English DTS HD Master Audio 2.0. Good, but there is about a minute or maybe just under a minute at around the 30-minute mark, where there is a clicking sound on this one sequence. As soon as the scene changes, it's gone. I'm assuming it was inherent to the master that they had. I don't recall it when watching it on DVD or television, but that was a long time ago, so I hadn't really seen this since I was quite young. As far as the special features go, there's only the theatrical trailer. It is in HD. That's a shame, because there could have been some really nice behind-the-scenes material and quite an arduous shoot. But I guess a film that is a little bit forgotten, although it was quite a hit at the time, hasn't warranted them doing a full film restoration, removing any damage or providing some special features. This is a newly drawn artwork for the cover, but it's actually not as good as some of the posters that were painted at the time. It's aged pretty well. The only thing that is aged poorly is some of the punching and arrow twanging sound effects that seem very stock and the same all the way through. It kind of ages a little bit in those sequences, but other than that, it holds up pretty well. If you haven't seen it, it might be worth renting it or checking out a part of it online before picking it up. But yeah, there it is, John Boorman's The Emerald Forest.